Here we go. Welcome back to the Morning Skate Show with the hockey coach, Guru Coach FRENCHY, directly from the Florida State. Beautiful day in the Miami area. It's about like 80 Fahrenheit, and the sunshine is out, so I can see to go to the pool, piscina. Afternoon, that's going to be a break, my break at the pool today. Monday, December 13, 2021. And what's going to happen today to Coach? Well, we're going to talk about reviewing the all happenings on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to talk about the news around the league and NHL. We're going to go floating a little bit more what's going on. We know the big news, like Eagle just talked about this a couple of minutes ago. And everybody talked about this since we got out about 10:30 this morning. The breaking news from the Calgary Flames with the COVID-19. 6 players and 1 staff of the team right now are on the protocol COVID-19. Talk about Lindholm, Magipeni, and other players. And the problem with that is the game was tonight scheduled to be in Chicago against the Blackhawks. And the fact they have to go cross the borders and the rules with the currency, everything like that, they was worried about the players cannot come back in Canada. Everything like that. So the NHL decide for the 3rd time after Ottawa and the New York calendars to cancel for the Calgary Flames for a couple of days. We have to follow up. I think they pushed this until December 16th. So we talk about the middle of the weeks, maybe Thursday, Friday, to see the next thing they have to do about that one there. That bring again another subject. Well, okay, what's happening with the Olympics now? Everything like that. So I make a little bit more, the pool of the day with the Hockey National Show. You can find this on the channel at the front door, at the front page, so you can, make your vote. And the question today is about, all right, are you for, do you believe that we should have Olympics next year, 2022 in China, or obviously we should not go and the player have to be better for their safety? So that was the question about that today on the channel. But what I heard today also is if they don't go, we don't have hockey game for 3 weeks in February. So we need to starting to learn to ski or snowshoeing or to swimming or do something, because for 3 weeks we don't have any hockey game, because the schedule, it was made for the Olympics go for the NHL, and the NHL stop for 3 weeks, and they can wait when they come back to, consider the schedule. But coach, you have an option B, was supposed to be, but this was not real true. So what happening, the option B, it was a schedule before the season start. If already in August, they don't decide to go to Olympics. Because now they decide to go to Olympics that start in August, they delete the option B schedule, where now they have only one schedule if the stop or break of 3 weeks. So during the 3 weeks, you have no hockey. So now the NHL is maybe looking if they can reschedule a couple of games or not. They got, cancelled because of the protocol COVID-19, where the Ottawa have a couple of games to reschedule. The Islanders have a couple of games to reschedule. Now the Flames have maybe a couple of games to reschedule. But otherwise, they cannot play. But coach, yes, the reason why, because those rink, arena, whatever you call it, right, wherever you are located, and your name of the Bell Center example, right? But this schedule shows, they schedule events, they schedule something happens during the 3 weeks over there. So, remunerate some money for the building, everything like that. So they cannot cancel all the show around each rink because the NBA play or they have other events inside the building. So for 3 weeks, we don't have any more hockey in February. So I just want to give you this new update about the NHL about that. So what are you going to do for 3 weeks in February? No hockey. So going to follow maybe American Hockey League, maybe follow the junior, everything like that. I don't know. But we're going to create something for you guys during the 3 weeks at that time of the year, we're going to provide you other game, maybe American Hockey League or something we have to follow around the world when now the NHL player. But that's a really interesting to see that 17% of the players in NHL right now got testing positive at that moment we talked about this morning with the Calgary Flames. So that's another big news in NHL. This is what's happening. 0 game tonight and 13 tomorrow. Go figure. 13 game tomorrow in NHL and 0 tonight. So what are you going to do, Coach? But first of all, in our tap, we're going to talk. Because in our tap, he likes to talk a lot. So in our tap, he's going to show up at 5 o'clock p.m. We're going to, no prediction, but we're going to set up tonight at 5 o'clock a show about who is going to win the Stanley Cup. So what we're going to do a bracket challenge NHL playoff tonight. And we're going to go through this, and you're going to go all the way at the end. So we're going to give you a template, and you're going to go who's going to win, everything like that. You're going to set up this, prepare this, and then at the end, you're going to make your winner of the Stanley Cup 2021-2022. And then I'm going to keep it. And then at the end of the year, we're going to review your selection on the December 13, 2021. So another exercise we're going to do tonight. And then tonight, also at 9 o'clock, the Frenchy quiz back at 10 o'clock tonight, because we're going to create a power play show at 9 o'clock p.m. So we have a show normal like we do us. We don't take off. We don't day off like the NHL. We don't cancel anything. We have to go through this. Today 12, tonight 5, tonight 9 o'clock. Let's do this. Let's make something special today for each one of us. I know you're in the chat. I know you want to be welcome. I know you're waiting for me. I'm coming to tell you. And just be patient. It's Monday, the best day of the week. It's Monday. It's Monday. Congratulations to the Winnipeg Bombers. The Blue Bombers win the Canadian Football League, the Grey Cup, or whatever they call it. And they win yesterday again, the Hamilton Tiger Cats. It looked like it was an overtime. Unfortunately, coaches don't follow everything, but some of you follow everything. And it looked like the Blue Bombers win the Stanley Cup, the Grey Cup of the Canadian Football League, whatever they call it, everything like that. So let's jump in here. We have a lot of people, not many, but we have a few people, but they chat each other. So they entertaining themselves. That's what the beauty of what we are here. So welcome back, Mr. Eagle Frank Sport in the house. You already know what he does. You already know what he's doing. You already know who he is. You know what is going to happen with Eagle. You know what you need to do. You know what you have to do. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Here we go. What about WYF fans or WY fans in the house? The Miami Dolphins #1 fans, and also the Florida Panthers. He's in the house this morning to join us. Welcome with us tonight. From Toronto. She's back this morning, and she is. You are awesome. Welcome back, Miss Kelly in the house. He's back directly from Alberta. #1 fans of Minnesota Wild. Well, they lost again yesterday, but he's back with us. He said, wave to us. Said, wave. Mr. 951 in the house today. Welcome back. Thank you so much to join us this morning. Here we go. So Eagle answered the question to Kelly. Yeah, Kelly is right. Like I mentioned earlier, no game tonight about that. Directly from Moncton, New Brunswick. We always tell him this. Of course, we're going to do it again. He said, come on down, Johnny Golden. Johnny said, a great update video yesterday, Coach. Thank you so much, Johnny. Appreciate that. It was pretty good. The fact you have a lot of viewers, video usually depends what I'm talking about. They are not like 50, 60, 70, but that one crossed the 100 for the Montreal Canadiens. I know the pregame attract more, the postgame a little bit less. The power ranking, nobody watch, but it's okay. I like to do it, so I do it for myself. And I like to talk myself, so I did the power ranking. It's going to be out tonight. I finalize this today. So thank you, Johnny, about that. What about the retire from Texas? Houston, the new retire since Friday last week. He have an amazing, great life now. He don't have to work anymore. Welcome back, Joseph Laham and the house. The good news about this tonight, is everybody win your prediction. So nobody's going to lose tonight. Each one of you, whatever is your prediction, you're going to win tonight. And I agree with you, 951 about this, 0-0. And Carolina at Wall tomorrow, tie game. Carolina have a very difficult schedule. They play against a very good team during that trip. You know, they're going to be in Minnesota. It's going to be an interesting game. Yesterday, again, the Vancouver Canucks scored 2-1. We're going to talk about those 5 games happening yesterday in NHL. What about directly from Boston, Massachusetts, Mr. John Grega and the house? Welcome aboard, Mr. John. The game we did was over 100, but last night game broke a hockey stream record with over 36 people watching the Hurricane Canucks game. Had to blast last night. How about them go and the Canucks? The game we did was over, but last night game broke a hockey stream record with 36 people. Awesome. It was a great performance against Demko. Demko continues to perform in front of the net between the pipes. You know, at the point where he's win the last 4 games under Bruce Boudreau. So far, and Brock Brozer is doing well, and the Carolina did everything possible at the end of the game after the Vancouver missed a net, and they come back strong, but not good enough to tie the game 2-2. Them goal was solid. What about Darcy Kumper? Unbelievable save at the last minute. The game between Colorado and the Florida Panthers was really, really interesting to watch last night, where Kumper at the end of the game make a magistral save back-to-back at 2 different times in front of the crease with Eric Johnson over him, and Florida could not put the puck in the net. So it was really interesting. Can we see this was the second game of the year between both teams? They're not going to play anymore for the rest of the year. Can we see those 2 games repeat the 1996 Stanley Cup between Colorado and the Florida Panthers? It will be really interesting. 2 teams, I believe, are candidate to maybe possible to make the final Stanley Cup. I don't say they will. I just said it's possible they can do that. So it will be really interesting about that if they can do this. I will invite you. Don't forget to click on the like. That'd be awesome. And if you have any question, today, guys, is about question. QA, ask. If you have any question, talk about hockey. It's really not like, it's going to be interesting all day with no hockey. So we're going to open up more the conversation with each one of you. No game tonight, John Grega. You are completely right about this. Calgary canceled their game by the NHL because of the COVID-19 protocol, what's going on around the league at that moment. So we wish, best for each one of them. Safety is the first thing for each one of the players. We don't want anybody in the NHL to be sick. And look like in Canada, the COVID-19 is increasing, obviously. So, it's something I believe in NHL, in any other sport, and your life, my life, everyone, is going to be for years and years to come to have that kind of the life we have now. That's the new life. It's never going to be like in the past. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, it is the reality what we face right now at that moment, and how long will it be. I think it could be for years to years. I think the testing positive, negative for the hockey player is going to be maybe a routine to do at some degrees from years to come. That's sad to say that, but that's the reality we are now. And unfortunately, that's what's happening. So we wish to be sure that anybody, have a really bad symptom for the Calgary Flames and come back quicker, better, faster. That would be the best thing for them and for the NHL to continue to play hockey. So that's what's happening at that moment in NHL. And let's moving up about this one for the next thing. We're going to go. We do. Hold on, let's see. This has happened. Don't forget, I just did a video about 1 hour ago. It's called My Top 10 Best NHL 2021 Off-Season Acquisition. So I relate about 10 different teams get a new players, and I select them. It's not like really like 10 to 1, but really all the acquisitions during the summer, the UFA, the trade, the RM, that's what it's all about, the new acquisition. But I select 10 of them have a really good season so far for the first quarter of the year. We talk about, example, Connor Garland, Doug Hamilton, Frederick Anderson, amazing so far. Nedeljkovic in Detroit, that's another one I put in the list. With Jaden Schwartz for the Seattle Kraken, I believe you have a good year over there. Buchnevich with St. Louis, that's another one over there. So I invite you to check in this video. And when you watch the video, please stay until to the end and click on the like. That will helping us to grow and to get better. We are on the road at the 4,000 subscriber. We miss about, 50 right now to reach the 3,600. One sub at the time, coach. So you know the principle of what's going on about that. First 30 said Flame 4-2. Of what's name, Mr. 30. Yeah, no game tonight. So we apologize for you announce this to you right now. No game tonight in NHL because of protocol COVID-19. So no game tonight. I just want to mention this to you so you know what's going on. I don't know. Some maybe the old man, maybe the player remember those. Who is this player? Play for the Pittsburgh Penguins. I like the Spalding glove. Pretty amazing. I'm sure it's a hockey wood stick also. I'm just curious if someone know who is this players and the screen at that moment. That'd be awesome if you can mention this before we go to the next news. But who is this players? Play for the Pittsburgh Penguins, wearing number 26 for a couple of years. One of the best players, one of the best, but he did have an amazing, great career in NHL and with the Pittsburgh Penguins. That we don't see those kind of color for the Pittsburgh anymore. I like those jersey. I think they was really nice to wearing by the Pittsburgh for many years. Is that Coffee? Paul Coffee? No, John. Paul Coffee was wearing number 77 and number 7 with Pittsburgh. So it's not Paul Coffee, but it's good test. Good, to try to go that way. I will give you about 50 more seconds before we go over. Unfortunately, we don't have enough tap in the house, so maybe we cannot get it. And maybe we don't have Michael Robinson. Maybe John Golden maybe try to get this one over there. We'll see if John's going to give us an answer before we move to the next one. All right, so the answer that one guy is Sil Apps Jr. Sil Apps, APPS Jr. Play for the Pittsburgh. So that's the name of the player. So congratulations for people. Try it and let's see what happened. Let's move on for the press release for the NHL. The Flame game postponed at least through December 16. The NHL announced today the result of 6 Calgary Flame players and 1 staff member entering the NHL COVID protocol of the 24 hours period concerned with the constant spread and the likelihood of additional positive case in the coming days. The NHL decided for the following consultation with the NHLPA, the Columbus Call Group, and NHL to postpone through Thursday, December 16. The Flame organization will continue to follow with all the recommended guidelines aimed to protecting the health and the safety of its players, staff, and community at large, as set by the NHL local, provincial, and national agency. So that was the release of this morning, earlier about 10 o'clock, 10:30 Eastern time this morning about that. Valentino Ab, go Canada, go. Go Abs Canadian Montreal. Don't forget to click on the likes, Mr. Valentino, and thanks for joining us this morning. And finally, it was announced last night, the World Junior roster, Team Canada 2022 are going play at the end of the month, December 26th. The Hockey National Show is going to follow all the tournament, everything like that. And the World Junior finalized their training camp last night, and they announced their roster we have in front of you at that moment. Some of them got cut, some of them make it, and some of them never did it. But that'll be something interesting to see about that. Grave Ishar, Jaros, possibility, Sharankovic on the COVID protocol now. Hope that list does not grow. That's another news, Joseph, happening earlier. You're absolutely right about this. The New Jersey Devils have also a couple of players on the COVID at that moment. So another story to follow during the development, during the day. That's something we have to be sure everything will be interesting to follow for that team the next couple of days if they can have no other problem with that part over there. For some reason, I don't know why Joshua Roy is on that list. He got released, so I don't know why. But this pre-show to you guys, Connor Bedard, Xavier Bourgault, Maverick Bourque, Will Kuhl, Elliot Desnoyers, Ridley Grigg, you have Dylan Gwender, Ken Johnson, McDavid, Neighbors, Perfetti, Stankoven. We have Shane Wright, Lucas Cormier, Caden Cooley, Carson Lembo, Rand Urk, Owen Power, and then we have also the Golden Door, Sebastian Cossa. What I want to show to you this list, guys, you have two names you have to remember. You remember, like we said all the time, we want to see Crosby with McDavid, and we see Lemieux with Gretzky, everything like that. The fact to see Shane Wright with Connor Bedard, with Team Canada, Bedard make that team, guys, yesterday. And just give you an idea, at that age, right, at 16 years old, to play for Team Canada, for history, all right, you have 7 players. We have Wayne Gretzky, Eric Lindros, Jay Baumeister, we have Jason Spezza, we have Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid, and then we have now Connor Bedard. That's not happened a lot. We talk about the best of the best become Hall of Fame, most of them, and they was really impact Team Canada for years, and they was impact the NHL part of their play and their skill and the potential they reached during their career. And it's not over yet for McDavid, Crosby, Spezza, and now it's going to be Bedard. So Bedard is going to make the team. That's what now Xavier Lapierre was out or cut by the Team Canada. I'll really be surprised to see him out, but that's going to be really surprised. So you have an opportunity, guys, to watching this. Prospects getting more, not on demand, but the people like to watch the prospect now. The World Junior is maybe the best time of the year to watching hockey, guys. I suggest you to watching this. In fact, like Montreal is going to be one of the top pick next season. I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, who knows, right? It's time to watching those kind of players. I'm going to make another video the next 48 hours. The players you have to look at the game of the World Junior Championship, the best 10, where the Montreal can have a chance to select about that. So that's what will happen about this. There's Johnny Boy. Here we go. Cold coach, no problem about that. So that's what's happening about the Team Canada. We're going to talk a little bit more about Team Canada also a little bit during the day tonight and tomorrow. Team USA, what's going on, coach? You live in USA, you don't talk about Team USA, only Canada? No, no. Team USA are starting today, right now, their training camp for the week. So you're going to hear the selection of Team USA for the next couple of days. They have right now at the training camp, I think they have invited 33 players, if I can recall it. So they will be interesting to follow the development that camp. Other country guys, they already did it. The Russia, the Sweden, the Finland, everything like that. They already announced who's going to play for that team, and I'm going to give you some information about that the next couple of days. Starting this week, guys, I'm starting to diving inside the World Junior Championship. Last season, I was not in. Why, coach? Because we was not doing the channel like we're doing right now. Last season, we have only the show in the morning with Michael DeVillano, and that's pretty much it. You have nothing else during the day. I did not do anything else. I was not involved too much with that part. So now, because we become a channel with a couple of shows per day, and we can talk about fun things, we're going to start in the World Junior, so you can follow with us, guys, during the Christmas time for the 26th until January 7th, I believe the final is. We're going to talk about the World Junior Championship, talking about prospect, everything like that. One of the best time to watch hockey, guys, is on channel. We're going to provide you all the information you need to know about the prospect during that tournament. Is in Canada this year, Edmonton and Red Deer. So that's what's happening about that one over there. We have Mr. Solar in the house. Welcome aboard, Mr. Solar. Good morning, FRENCHY, and everyone in the chat. Nice from you to show up. Don't forget to click on the like. That'd be great if you don't mind. What about the first Finland in the house directly from Finland? The wizard, he said Moro, because he said, oh, how are you? Or he said hi, or whatever. You can also say boy. But at the end of the day, he said, welcome back, Mr. Vili O in the house. NHL need to do a better job on putting this game together. Tired of having no days of hockey every 2 weeks. Hockey should be on every day on the season, like basketball. What I would say to you, first of all, they did not know they have COVID. But what I would say to you, Eagle, it's not good when you have one game one night and then the next day 13 game. They should split a little bit more the game, like 4 or 5. Because when you have 13 game, like tomorrow, guys, like Eagle and me, I cannot streaming 4 game and shifting left and right. It's too hard to follow. So, of course, I'm going to select the Montreal versus Pittsburgh, right? And after that, it's still alive a couple, maybe 1 hour or something like that to start talking about the game. But we have a 2 solid game that evening, that night. We cannot do both. So the NHL should readjust a little bit more because the biggest night for them is easy. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. The Wednesday, they protect the TNT show, everything like that. ESPN, that's still not on yet, but ESPN after Christmas is going to starting their show the Saturday afternoon, like NBC. But I think they should be a little bit more split their time, their game, a little bit better Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. About that one there. Thanks for having me, and no problem. This is like thank you so much. No spot mean I have to hang out with my wife. Joking, guys, joking. I agree, Coach Eagle. Yeah, that's what I believe. They should be a bit better selection every time that. Here we go. We are there. We are reached what we're supposed to talk. It's 12:30. We're going to be here a little bit more minute, guys. That's happening Sunday, last night. Again, what about this kid? Zaros continues to impress since the beginning of the season. And the Nashville Predators win the last 5 games, 4 of the 5 on the road. Beat the New York Rangers. They win 11 of the last 12 games, guys. By a score of 1-0. Shutout for Zaros yesterday. Great performance overall for Nashville. And they are in the race, guys. You have to consider that Nashville in the race on the Central Division. You cannot ignore them. They are right there. They are right there. I will give it to you. I give you an example. Where are they right now? And let's dive in this right there. Let's go right here. Look, they are in second place at that moment. 4 points behind Minnesota, guys. They are tied with St. Louis Blues. Colorado's coming in the race. They have 3 games in hands. And they are 1 point behind. And they are 5 points behind Minnesota. And then Winnipeg, we have to put them. If Winnipeg win the next game, they are going to be 33 points, 2 points behind that. That division, guys, is the division at least of 5 teams. Can we include Dallas? They lost the last 3 games. That's not good for them. But we have to consider now Winnipeg, Colorado, St. Louis, Nashville, inside that. So it will be a really interesting race on that one over there. Chicago, Arizona, unfortunately, is over. Arizona lost the last 5 games. But, guys, this is really real. The Nashville guys are real. Not always fun to watch, but they are a team find a way to win without G-Shine at that moment. And they beat the New York Rangers while they shut down this excited team. It's not happened a lot. We cannot blame anybody. You go to have sometime a difficult game, then probably happening Saturday against Ottawa Senator. But we have to give credit right now to Sabres and the Nashville Predators, where they have one of the best team during the second half of the season in 2020-2021. Brett Nice win over the Rangers. The Brett do not know comment to beat him hard. The Ducks and the Blues are Hurricane Canucks was amazing back-to-back stream. I love every minute of it. I love how Nashville gave us Weber of 4-7. Eagle, best day ever. I drove my mother-in-law to airport early. Mr. Alan Vaillancourt in the house.
You are awesome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Allen, to join us today with Aaron. Don't forget to click on the like. That'd be great. Always a pleasure to have a Vaillancourt family in the house with Joseph Langham. Now, they join us this morning. We lost Mr. Canadian Giants. Canadian Giants guy was one of the best of the show supporters in the beginning. I don't know. It's hard for me to communicate with each one of you. I don't know your email, your number, or some of you guys I communicate because you're a member of the show. I email you and I give you some article. You reply to me and we stay in touch, right? But not many of you, some of you. So I cannot carry on 3,500 people. Where are they? Who they are? But I'm really concerned about Canadian Giant. He's always been there. I'm always concerned about someone been here forever and then he left and you didn't hear from them after that. So and that's a part of what the channel is, right? It's a real channel. Most of you right now in this chat, not many of you was here since the beginning of the show, like 1 year, 18 months ago. Joseph is one of them. Yamo is not here. But, but you get some of you join us during the last couple of months, like Eagle, or you have, Johnny Golden and Alan recently, a couple of months. But it's a wheel. Some people stay for a couple of weeks, and, a week, a month, or maybe a year and then disappear. That's a part of the channel. And the key is to renew viewing and always to find people more. And the key is to have more people all the time at the streaming. Where I'm very blessed and grateful and thankful you guys show up at 12 o'clock every day to participate with the show. And then you join us also at 5 o'clock in the evening. My point I always said to you, this is the way where you can make it friend by your question, participate, and don't hesitate to any question about that. It's fun for me to talk. I enjoy it. But at the end of the day, without question, it's a bit longer. So if you have any question, want to talk about hockey, what is your team? Whatever you have, I will do my best to answer back to you for sure. About that. What about Run with Kings 20 in the house? Directly from Utah. Did the Kings last in OT? No, they lost 2-1 in the regular time against Vancouver. I thought it was the only one we did not get along with his mother-in-law. What a great hit last night from Florida. You talk about Lundberg on the McDonald. Press the like button. Thank you so much. Two things I want this year is I have to get the first round pick at Toronto, did not win the cup. Glad this channel is here. Joseph Laham, 1 year. Thank you so much, Joseph. But Joseph has been here for over 1 year now, and he joined us. And then, that's journey we have all together is because each one of you come back every day. And we're going to do the best we can to improve, to get better, and to make that channel better and better with other people join at some point. But we have to be patient. But you cannot, cannot recognize the 3,500 subscriber when we start with 0. We met yesterday I did not remember this, but Igor showed up last night. Said I was the number 6 of your channel. So you talk about number 6 guy. We talk about almost 2 years. And he signed up as a subscriber, number 6 guy. I don't know what's your number, but that's pretty amazing. And see Igor joined us tonight. Rangers got shut out at home. Alan Vaillancourt said, yes, one way would be here about the Norlander decision. The next couple of days, Johnny, I would not be surprised to hear that. Montreal are right now on the ice this morning in Pittsburgh. But I would not be surprised. You have to figure out with Norlander's situation. I don't know when's the next game, Johnny, the Laval Rocket, but they will have to find something to hear for that. I don't decide. I've been telling people about it. Thank you so much, Alan. I'm absolutely right about this, Eagle. The people in Kentucky. Alan is from Kentucky also. Gratefully, he was not, been inside the tornado, but we always concerned about people. We become friends from this channel, or and any time you do some stuff like this, you build your kind of relationship with people. You want to be sure everybody are still healthy and in good hands, everything like that. So for the people in Calgary, we just want to prayer everybody over there. And every time something happen like that, is that remind us like life is short. Life is short. You never know if tomorrow will be there. And during that time, it's sharing your spread, the love you have, and the care, the serve, and also the help you can bring to someone when they never know, or you never know what they maybe need at some point. So I think that's something we have to remember to make an impact and make a difference to other lives. That's all it's about at the end of the day. Not a problem, Eagle. You said before the King came out, we was worried about the game. Not from a wild 2-game skid, Eagle 4-game in 6 nights would beat any team down. That's another thing about that. The Minnesota have a difficult schedule. The Flyers have difficult schedule. Anaheim have difficult schedule last week. The Blues have difficult schedule last week. When you talk about this, they have 4-5 games on the week, so it was not easy for them. One thing I find crazy, how the Sharks fighting everyone. He's my different ever. He does not get old. I love Weber, Reebok, but Sharks is the beast. So it was a busy week for Shara. At least 2 fights last week. Was surprised about this. Missed us by 50 Mile Island. Awesome. Our sub become our family. Don't have to be blood related to people they care about. You talk what I talk about sport and exam family. You are family coach. Everyone. Thanks so much, Eagle. I agree with you about that one there. Game number 2 of the evening, guys. The Anaheim Ducks 3. The St. Louis Blues. This game went to OT. The Anaheim opened the score at 1-0 until the St. Louis Blues scored 2 goals back-to-back during the game. Take the lead 2-1, and we have to wait until the 3rd period. And that's, again, maybe it's going to be the comeback players of the year, but right now we have to consider him as a comeback player of the year because he is continues to perform after a little bit slump. But Troy Terry, guys, tied the game. Again, the goaltender Gillis, where it was the 4th goaltender friendly for the Blues used this season after Bennington and Uso is on the injury at that moment. And then Lindgren played the last 3 games, win the last 3 games. So they gave an opportunity for Gillis to play between the pipe for the Blues. And finally, Terry tied the game 2-2. And then we have to go on overtime. Both teams have a little bit opportunity, but not like an amazing opportunity. Then Perunovic had the puck at the blue line, and he got still the puck by a great puck of Terry. Terry on breakaway, and then Perunovic hold him or hook him, try to trip him, whatever you call all the penalty I just mentioned to you. It's happening to Terry, and he cannot complete the goal. And then the referee, and 1 moment after he called the penalty, he said, penalty shot, middle. Here we go. Troy Terry on a penalty shot and OT, guys. You talk about shootout. No, it's OT. And a penalty shot, Terry's coming back in front of Gillis, move from the left, come in the middle, and then he go from the forehand to the backhand, a top cross, top shell, all the way up, and Gillis couldn't do anything. And that way, Troy Terry scored his 2nd goal of the season, the 2nd goal of the game, his 17th or 18th of the season. Goal winner, the tie game, also Terry, and game to the Anaheim Ducks, their W on the road. This was their 5th game of the week, guys. 3-2 over Blues. 2 teams play a lot of game this week. The Blues are another team like Montreal with many injuries. And they lost yesterday, Brendan Shane during the game. But we talk about Thomas out, Perron out, Uso out, Bennington out, Justin Falk out. We have so many. Kiru is also hurt now. So the team is faced to injury. But on the 4 game, they have 7 of the 8 points. Amazing, great weeks for the Blues last week. And I have they finished with 4-1, I believe, last week. So another great week for Anaheim, but great performance. I want to talk about a goaltender underrated. Nobody talk. Yes, Stollards. You know him? Do you know Stollards? Yes, he's the goaltender number 2 for Anaheim Ducks. Everybody talk about John Gibson, but go get the stat of Stolarz. Go get the kids. He's doing a great job between the pipe for the Anaheim Ducks. He continues to accomplish great things for the Anaheim Ducks since the beginning of the season. So Stolarz is someone we need to put in the map now as a great hockey player, goaltender this season. The Kings are due sub to Eagle, a coach. Thank you so much. Hurricane Charlie missed me by element way back then. Charlie, he did not miss me, but that's another story. Hello, mon coach, Irene Vaillancourt. Welcome aboard. And he was a McDonald from the Orange Castle Victoria for them. Yes, McDonald, he was walking, everything like that this morning. So more like a scary than anything else. So that's a good news to hear that. I'm sure it's going to be like a concussion. It'll be out for a couple of weeks maybe. But mobility, everything like that, it was all good, all safe for Mr. McDonald. So that's a good news to hear that about that after the missing. Andrew Kieran back in the house. We did not see him a lot recently, but we always welcome Mr. Andrew Kieran directly from Barrie, Ontario, one of the best supporters of the Hockey National Show. Always missing you, buddy. We're glad to have you. We have the boat run in the house this morning. We missed the boat monkey, but we have the runner in the house. Bon après-midi, coach. Hockey Nation est notable. J'espère que tout le monde passe une bonne journée. Désolé pour mon absence. J'étais très occupé au bureau de la semaine dernière. Not a problem, Andrew. First is your health. It's you. Second is your family. Third is what you need to do before you reach us. But in fact, you stop by to say hi. It's really well appreciated, Mr. Andrew. And thanks to join us again. And don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. Eagle, talk about McDonald. Why not talking about the Avalanche over the Florida Panthers? This was a playoff game. We got a couple of playoff games recently for the last couple of weeks. You know, we talk about Calgary, Carolina, Edmonton, and, you know, those kind of games. And last night was, wow. Yeah, you got everything. Opportunities, big hit, pushing, heat. You got everything inside that team, that game yesterday. The only thing was funny, guys, is they missed the net. What are you talking about, coach? They missed the net a lot last night. I don't know why. They could not shoot a puck on the net. Like you can see, the first 40 minutes, guy had not many shots for both teams. But he missing the net. It was up and down. It was a tennis game. Boom, 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 boom. Not losing puck. Skating with the puck. Stick angling the puck. Opportunities. But he cannot find a way to make more put the puck behind the goaltender yesterday. Great performance, both goaltender. Proboski was solid at the right time. Quempel, we struggle. We talk a lot about him. Don't have a good season. He doesn't do well. Everything that. The only reason Colorado win last night at the end of the game is because of him. He make an amazing save at the end of the game, and the charge again for the Cats was amazing. After losing 2-0, what do you think they do? The Panthers at the third period, of course, they score and they come back to tie the game 2-2. But unfortunately, Colorado found a way to score the third goal. And what about Andrei Burakovsky? 3 goals, hat trick, first in NHL. The only 3 goals of the game was all about Burakovsky yesterday, and they beat the Panthers 3-2. But again, at the end, they charged a lot. The Panthers guy, they cannot put the puck in the net. Rantanen got a penalty at the end of the game, about like 45, 58 seconds. The Panthers could not take advantage of 6 versus 4. At the end of the game, also, Wigard McKenzie used his stick like a sword to an opponent player for Colorado. And then Rantanen jumped on McKenzie. And then the player was jumping on the ice. Then they have to separate them. There's another scrum between players over there. I'm telling you right now, if the Panthers and Colorado play together in the playoff Stanley Cup, it's going to be ugly about, confrontation. For the hockey guys, it will be the best series to watch with their speed, the McKinnon. And yesterday, the boat captain was not there. Barkov. Then Lester Gog was not there too. So, listen, it was a great game I watched. We did a live stream, and it was great watching this game for sure about that. Bon après-midi. Merci Pierre pour l'accueil. Les bons agents, ça fait plaisir, not a problem. Something will pick up Evander Kane. I bet definitely Alan is starting to get a little bit hot on that discussion about this. How going to turn, I don't know. If I was a contender for the Stanley Cup, I would put Kane if he cost me less at $2 million. That would be awesome. What's your natural light gold coach? What's of the lunch? I don't have exactly. 20 will be a great one to get the lunchtime. What about the second Finland and the house? We love him a lot. We call him the Moy, the Salut, and the Moro. We talk about Jarmo Virtanen and the house. I agree with you, Alan, about him. I think it could be a plus to look and to watching about him. I think Edmonton Oilers should completely looking for him. Imagine Kane, Cashin, and that team right now that elevate and Kane can play on the left side. This is it's yes, Oilers, go get Kane. Go get Kane. Merci Salaire and Eagle. All right, back to work around King, so we see you a little bit later. Have fun at work. I'm off for work vacation. Congratulations, Eagle. You should tell us. I saw your channel after the Stanley Cup. Did you guys predict Tampa Bay will win the cup? Me, I did. I did not set 5, but I don't know if I set 5 or 6. Many players actually to COVID protocol, ice hockey, auto sport too. I agree with you. Most Zadara bid actually to the COVID-19 protocol. Is this Langhorn bid actually to a major bid? Yes. A couple of players, Flame, also canceled the game. No game tonight. That was the situation about that. He's talking about update. Why not to give you a little bit, give you an idea of the players? Pay attention. I'm going to tell you right now, because that's going to give you the situation. New Jersey, Jaras, Zadorov, Danev, Ruzenka, Richardson, Manchepeni, Lindholm. Then you have to add now Brendan Shane on the injury list about that one over there. On the protocol, we have Longvist Rangers. Kiru is hurt. Hohenson Ryan, 19 for the Nashville, is also on protocol. You have to add now Lester Gog, Ray Johnson, Jay Beagle, and Zach Hyman for the Edmonton. All of them on the injury, and then Rob Hines is on the protocol 19. For the Lesson Kings, they have Etler, Jonas Broden, Kevin Laback, John Gibson, Jacob Jinkran, Rand Dizengel, Ben Bishop. All of them guys are also hurt. Rand Reeves, Urshire, Blackwell from Seattle are on the protocol 19. Maxim Mamen for the Panthers hurt. We have Riley Sheehan, Yannick Gourde on the protocol 19. Tyler Toffoli, Zach Bokojian are also on the injury hurt. Jake Evans, Montreal on the injury list. Henry Buckstrom is on the protocol 19. Matt Murray, and that's it. No, and Blake Wheeler. All of them guys, that's happening the last 2 days, and it shows during the weekend as an injuries. Just give you an idea. This is not you want to hear, but that's the reality happening right now in NHL. Unfortunately, about that one over there. I'm concerned about the player who have not played because they're hurt. Condition like Alex Stanlock from the Oilers. He was points to starting Canada. I'm concerned with the Avs goaltending and the future. They need to develop a goalie. And then that makes 1, 2, 3 player who has entry 19 polygon this season, present 70% of the league. Imagine losing your world career just as we're gonna make a vid our fall. Calling football tonight, damn it. Eagles said that 20 likes, hit the likes. That'd be awesome. We have 21. Thank you so much. Game number 4 of the evening, guys. Vegas, Oregon, Minnesota. 9-5-1 another he shared, but this was a great game again. 10 goals. That was great to see this. Vegas back, guys. The Vegas are back. And we don't have Jack Eagle yet. So, the Vegas right now, I believe the only problem is a little bit their goaltending situation. They have to perform better. Leonard, it looked like, every time I look Leonard, and I have respect for him, right? But Leonard, he looked like my PlayStation goaltender. He go on his knee and he's move left and right. That's pretty much he looked like. and he need to be in shape. I don't know. He looked like not full 100%. Minnesota, it was another game back-to-back. They have a really busy week for Minnesota. They do their best they can. I think it was 4 games in the last 6 nights. But again, a little bit too much. But they hanging there all game. They come back all the time, and they take the lead one time. But again, Stone and Patricia have a game of 3 points yesterday. Patricia is looking great since he's back in the lineup. And the Vegas finally win at home after a poor performance against the Philadelphia Flyers Friday night, and they win 6-4. And we see what happened in this one. But this team again also is in the West Division, starting to run after the Edmonton Oilers and Calgary Flames. And we'll see what happened with them. But we have to give credit for that game. It was very excited if you watch it. Obviously, I didn't have the time to watch all the game, but I do my best to watching about that one over there. We have Charles start another winning streak after Kane's game at 9-5-1. Talbot, 9-5-1. Yeah, moving to the top level. He took the shot. I mean, what I've yet to experience sniff this until time and did not. Betting said Pittsburgh has 77% chance against Montreal tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised about that one. Of course, where Pittsburgh is on the streak, I believe they won the last 5 games also. Last game of what happened yesterday, guys, is the Vancouver Canucks 2, the Carolina Hurricane 1. Like he said a little bit earlier, Eagle, that was a great game to watch. Really interesting game where the Vancouver got their 4W straight. Sent Bruce Boudreau. Here he is, Mr. Bruce Boudreau. And the Vancouver, and the reason, Barzer and Peterson scored for them, enough to give at the end. And Carolina was a back-to-back game. I like the style of Carolina this week, guys. They're looking good. A loss like this, I'm not worried about too much about Carolina overall, but great performance of them go between the pipe for them. On the flip side, Renta was between the pipe, gave maybe a 1 goal. He should stop against Peterson. But a good performance overall for the Carolina Hurricane, but not good enough to beat the Vancouver Canucks. That gave us right now at that moment to tell you about this. The 3-star of the night. I have to go with Udius Zaros for the Nashville Predators. Another shootout. He has right now, I believe, at 1.55, 54 for the last 6 games or 4 games with the team. Would be interesting to know the 3-star of the week. I'm going to check this after that. Troy Terry, 2 goals yesterday, tied the game, and the goal winner of the game again. The St. Louis Blues at 3-2, and finally their first star of the night, Andrei Burakovsky, 10, 11, 12 goal of the year, first hat trick in NHL, and gave that W 3-2 against the Florida Panthers. That's what happened about this. Okay, Alan, heading out to buy grocery. I will check later. All right, Alan, have a great grocery, and bye, Miss Erin.
You are awesome.
Thank you so much. I think Terry should be number 1. I took that game over for the Ducks in the 3rd period and OT. I don't understand why Saros have a bad season last year. He has always been very good. It still has the defense. Guess Golden Knights take a lot of luck. You have a great year, Soler. Last season, Saros. I don't know why you said that, but I'll be honest with you. Zaros have an amazing, great year last season. At the second part of the season, Zaros dominate, one of the best goaltender in NHL last season. About that, he finished with 2.24. And 0.92 and 5 and 22 game. He split the game. He was 13-8-1 with 2 shutouts, and he split the time with Piqué winning. This was last. It was this season right now. That's the stat for this season. Let's check about overview here. I'm going to give you a stat for last season. He has last season 2.28, 35 game start, 21, 11, and 1. He has a 3 shutout and a save percentage last season of 9, 2, and 7. So he have the same kind of number about what he did already. He's always been good in NHL, guys. since he's played with Nashville. 3 years ago, maybe 2.70, but still 9-1-4. So you have to give credit for what he accomplished so far with the team for sure. Hi, Roger Delaney. Yeah, exactly. Not a problem. I just want to mention, sometimes like me, I make mistakes. Sometimes I consider 1 year, oh my God, he's bad, and then I make a mistake, not a worry. Roger Delaney, welcome back. Thanks for joining us tonight, today for the show. Don't forget to click on the like, that'd be great. Finally, like I mentioned, Bruce Boudreau became the first head coach in Canucks history to start his tenure with a 4-0-0 record. The only other head coach to earn at least 1 point in each of his 4+ games with Vancouver was Roger Nelson. Mr. Roger Nelson, I've been to his coach clinic many years in Windsor, Ontario. 502 in 1981 and 1982. So great performance. Again, the Boudreau, here he is. And we'll see what happening about this, honestly. But look, we have to give them. I'd like to give you some information also. For we talk about the World Junior Championship. I want to talk about what's going on there. We talk about, yes, the NCAA poll, 13, December 13. Now they are going to be done. They are going home now. They have off for the next couple of weeks. They come back after Christmas. So here where we are. Number 10, Clarkson. Number 9, Harvard. Of course, Sean Farrell play in Harvard with Coronado. Yale. Number 8, Colgate. Number 7, Minnesota Duluth. Number 6, pretty solid team over there. The Quinnipiac. Number 5. Then we have 2 teams at number 3. We have Minnesota with the powerhouse of all the draft, Bernier and Owen Power and other players. Then we have the Northeastern with, of course, Jordan Harris, the captain, and, of course, Stubble play for the draft by the Montreal Canadiens. Finally, we have Ohio State, number 2 in the country. And then number 1, surprised me, the Wisconsin Badger are the number 1 at that moment. So here we go. The pool 13, December 13, I want to share with you this morning about that. So I'm telling you right now, as a Hockey Nation live show, we carry on and we try to cover the most thing happening and around the hockey, everything like that. Of course, we could cover the CHL, everything like that. But at that moment, that's what we're doing. And hopefully you enjoyed this one. About Marc Roy, no NHL game tonight. Marc, welcome aboard. You're absolutely right about that. I just hear people bashing him and took it as the true cause. I don't really watch much, but every game, like you see, Sarah's playing. He's been a brick wall. You're absolutely right. One thing we don't know too much about Sarah's guy, he's only 6 foot. The guy is not big. He's really small. But he can stop the puck, and he's underrated. I believe he's underrated in NHL. So I agree with you, Sarah, about this. Steve G and the house. Directly from Denver. Steve was at the game yesterday between the Panthers and the Avalanche. I'm sure you have an amazing, great time at the ball rink over there to see his own Avalanche win yesterday by a score of 3-2. A hat trick by Andrei Burakovsky. A great hockey game, Steve, to be at and to watch. So congratulations. And yes, the Denver Pioneer University is out of the top 10. Again, it could have different top 10 and the NCAA, but I just give you someone did that, and we're sharing with you guys. That's what's happening about that. So that gave you what's going on over that. Arizona is our only competition for the last place, Johnny. At that moment, I think so too. We have to consistently stay at that. The key, Johnny, for me is the bottom 3 guys. We have to stay at the bottom 3. We cannot go farther. Because at the bottom 3, we have a chance to win the race for number 1. After that, you can finish number 1, but maybe you're not going to get the number 1 pick, right? But if you can stay 3, 2, and 1, the chance are better if you go number 1 at last with 18.6 after it's dropped at 13, then at 10, I believe. But otherwise, you want to be sure you finish and that would be great for the Montreal to get an opportunity. They have a lot of great player guys, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. You're going to see Kimrell, or maybe scrolling name. Maybe Yamo, are you around? You can maybe talk about the Finland kids, Kemrel, play right now over there in Liga League. He's doing a great job over there. The Russian kids, everybody talk about it. Mention Nemko, where have a good selection about him to be at the top 5. Have a really difficult time to produce this season, and it'll be interesting about him. How he's going to do at the World Junior Championship. He needs to improve his stock market. A lot of people drop him down because he had no project. He did not do anything on the offensive side. So it'll be interesting. Other players step up. The Brett Lambert is another one to follow. You have also Nomek. You have Yorav. You have also Savoy, Kiki, Cooley. And then, of course, we have to check about Chanchovsky. That's another one. Big guy, forward, 6'4", to follow for him from Slovakia. That's another one. If Vancouver keep gaining ground out, they are a buyer, a trade deadline. They are a seller, Johnny. They're not going to have no chance to reach the top of the top. Johnny. Now, I'm talking about that could be another conversation. In 1 month, they win like 17 to 18 game example, right? By that moment, they are too far away to reach everybody at the top, Johnny. You have to beat Calgary, Edmonton, Vegas. I just named 3 of them, and you have to add Anaheim. At some point, you make 2 steps, and then you have to go backwards because you lose 1 or 2 games. During that time, every game you win does not have no signification, and the other team, 3 of the 4 I just mentioned to you, they step forward. So it's really hard at that moment, Johnny. But again, that's another conversation. If they win like crazy, 15 to 18 game example. By that moment, I don't see that, Johnny, as a buyer, more as a seller. Yeah, Kemel start very well. I have a small injury. Was a couple of weeks out, but now back. Lambert start bad, but now it's been better. Really interesting to watching them guys during the World Junior Championship. I'm going to make you a list of the players you have to watch the next couple of days to see that. Both are right-handed, play similar. The Caulfield, I would take Kemel. Look like one of the top 3, maybe 5 at least, and the next draft pick. Kemel, nobody has him. The last couple of months ago, Kemel jumped in the conversation. Matthew Savoy is another one to follow for sure. Kiki is another one. Really interesting for the NHL draft. More people, fans from Toronto, want to know who they are because they know they have a chance to select the top 3 next season. Canucks win any more game, they will burn their city down. That would be interesting to see that for sure about this. So. Anybody have any question before we shut down the show at that moment? Before we go back at 5 o'clock tonight with Inner Tap, we appreciate each one of you guys join us this morning. We have 23 likes. I know the morning is not like it was before, but because, Michael's not here and I like to talk about different subject. I don't like to talk about only the game, review the game. Now, Coach, what are you going to talk tomorrow morning? We have no game. I'm going to do a mix of what's going on since the beginning of the season. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the World Junior Championship, and I'm going to talk about the 13th game we have on the schedule tomorrow night, so they give you an idea and what's next for the next couple of weeks for the Montreal Canadiens. So never is going to have no contents to not talk about. Don't worry about that one over there. We're going to see what's happening also with fan news around the league at that moment and see what could happen. Will Bob Ovad could be the player they move. I still believe it's Miller, Soler. I still Miller, it could be the one. Whatever, have a good year, but he become UFA after the next year. After that, $5 million. All that as a captain, I don't think so. They talk about at some point Bowser could be another one. They was trying to looking for Kevin Fiala, but look like now he's getting better under Goudreau. So I don't see a lot of move at that moment, but it would be interesting when they reach the trade deadline. There are a couple of veterans inside that team could be traded at some point. For sure. Well, about that, should we look fantasy standing today? It will happen tonight. Yamo, we're going to bring this on the table tonight. I'm 8-1. Yamo said, congratulations about that. I know what happening today. Returning got 0 + 3, so I did win yesterday. That's great to win at the last minute. I have a really intense practice today. Romanov and Caulfield still out. I know they practiced this morning at Pittsburgh. They have a couple of chances now. Perrault will play on the first line. Oh my God, I don't know. I really hope they keep Miller because he's been such a great fit, but you're likely right. Tim would be interested. Yes, that's something. He's doing well over there, to be honest with you. You know, he dominates for the most point for the team. But if you have a one piece of that team where you have a market and you have a value and he can trade, I think because he's older, but it's J.D. Miller. We know his career with the New York Rangers, after that with the Tampa Bay. But yeah, something could happen over there. Zoller is really J.D. Miller. So, guys, this concludes another great show, the Morning Skate Show with the hockey coach, Guru Coach Frenchy for the Hockey Nation Live Show. Hopefully you enjoyed this show. Hopefully you enjoy also your rest of your day. Be healthy and be well. And don't forget one more thing before we leave.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Thank you so much, everybody, to join us today. Look forward to see you at 5 o'clock p.m. with our collaborator, insider, Mr. Enoch Tap, Monday to Friday, 5 o'clock p.m. And tonight, we have a special Power Play show, 9 o'clock p.m. And don't forget, 10 o'clock, of course, your friendship quiz. Don't miss the quiz because one of the best on the internet. Thank you so much, 951. Mr. Show up at the last minute, RJ Calabro with all the updates. Thank you so much, RJ. Don't forget to click on the likes. Have an amazing, great day, Mr. Eagle. Look forward to talk to you very soon. For sure, call trade will give value. I have a great day, friends, everything. Thank you so much, Charlotte. I appreciate that, Mr. Steve G. I lost my hat last night. I drew it in the ring after Bruins got That's awesome. Have a good one, Mr. Johnny Golden. What about Mr. Valentino? Mr. Valentino. Have an amazing, great day, buddy. John Gregor. Have a good one, buddy. Oh. And it's in Montreal.
Grip now of all the ways we parted. You show